Let us pray. God of abundant blessing, you have given us the great privilege of higher education, not that we may boast, but that we may know that to ones like us who have been given so much, of those same ones is much to be expected. We want to take whatever light we have been given in these years at Augustana and shine it in our families, in our communities, in our world that is dark in so many places. Help us to know just where you want each of us to bear your light to a needy world, beginning right now in this hour. Increase our gratitude. Turn us to you for direction. Stir up our joy. Amen. Please be seated. We will now have the pleasure of hearing 3 anthems by the Augustana Choir, the third of which is our school song, By the Mighty Mississippi. At that point, please stand along with me and sing with the choir our school song.
Before I stay in hell one day, my soul's been anchored in the Lord. I sing and pray myself away. My soul's been anchored in the Lord. My soul's been anchored in the Lord. My soul's been anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, in the Lord. My soul's been anchored, anchored in the Lord, in the Lord, in the Lord. My soul's been anchored in the Lord. My Lord, my soul's been anchored in the Lord. Good Lord, my soul's been anchored in the Lord. Go shout and pray and never stop. My soul's been anchored in the Lord. Until I reach the mountain top. My soul's been anchored in the Lord. My soul's been anchored in the Lord. My soul's been anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, in the Lord. My soul's been anchored, anchored in the Lord. In the Lord, in the Lord. My soul's been anchored in the Lord. My Lord, my soul's been anchored in the Lord. Good Lord, my soul's been anchored in the Lord. Do you love him? Oh yes. Do you love him? Hallelujah. Do you love him? Oh yes. God Almighty. Are you anchored? Are you anchored? Oh yes. Yes, I'm anchored. My soul's been anchored in the Lord. Yes. Will you serve him? Will you serve him? Oh yes. Will you serve him? Hallelujah. Will you serve him? Oh yes. God Almighty. Are you anchored? Are you anchored? Oh yes. Yes, I'm anchored. My soul's been anchored in the Lord. Hallelujah. Will you praise him? Will you praise him? Oh yes. Will you praise him? Hallelujah. Will you praise him? Oh yes. God Almighty. Are you anchored? Yes, I'm anchored. Lord, I'm anchored. Oh yes. Lord, I love you. Oh yes. Yes, I'll serve you. Oh yes. Lord, I'll praise you. Oh yes. Hallelujah. My soul's been anchored in the Lord. God Almighty, my from mighty Mississippi on a rocky shore stands the school we love so dearly, now and evermore. Augustana, Augustana, we thy children as of old sing thy praise in song unending to old Augie's blue and gold. Though the future years may part us, still together now, faith and love to Augustana, evermore we vow. Augustana, Augustana, we thy children as of old sing thy praise in song unending to old Augie's blue and gold.
Students, parents, faculty, staff, family, and friends, I hereby call the 159th Annual Commencement Convocation to order. Let us take this opportunity to thank the Augustana Symphonic Band, led by Dr. Tony Oliver, and the Augustana Choir, led by Dr. John Hurdy, for their contributions for the ceremony today. Members of the class of 2019, before I begin my remarks, there are some people who'd like to congratulate you and offer you a little advice.
Hi, graduates. After 4 years of exploring and learning, it's commencement, the beginning of the next chapter of your life. You're entering a world that doesn't greet you with "you're welcome here." Instead, it shouts, "This place was made for you." Keep in mind that life is a journey, and it might not map out the way that you planned. Instead, the universe might have a different path. But trust the process. You are so ready for it. So go, do, and be great. Congratulations.
Chances are, while at Augustana, you've found some mentors who have helped you get to where you are today. And I hope as you go forward, you find even more. Try to keep in mind that the best way to show gratitude for those who've mentored you is for you yourself to become a mentor. Congratulations.
To the class of 2019, I'd like to offer you a roadmap for lifelong learning. First of all, go higher. Cultivate your spiritual life. Secondly, go deeper. Cultivate in-depth knowledge, experiences, and relationships. Thirdly, go further. Cultivate breadth of experiences. Be culturally and globally engaged. And then lastly, call your mother.
I have a few bits of advice for you as you begin your journey entering outside the Augie bubble. Don't be afraid to use your resources. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Be that human interaction and connect with those around you. Don't be afraid to have a conversation. Listen to your friends. Put down your phone. Enjoy where you are in the moment. Be who you are, where you are. Don't have any regrets. And remember, CORE is still here to help you after you graduate. You know where to find me. Congrats.
After 4 years of hard work, graduation day is finally here. We are so proud of you, and we wish you all the success as you embark in this new journey. Keep pursuing your dreams, and don't be afraid of dreaming big. But most importantly, do not let anything or anyone stop you. Be the positive change that this world so desperately needs. Keep in touch. You will be missed.
Congratulations to all of you. You have just graduated from a very special place, and you are all prepared to go out and have successful futures. I'm going to leave you with one piece of advice that my high school coach gave us before every game and also gave me on my wedding day, and that is play hard, play smart, and have fun.
Congratulations, class of 2019. After today, you'll be embarking on a new leg of your journey, a journey that will have many twists and turns. Many twists and turns will be anticipated, but others will come at you from left field. My advice for you today is for you not to be so focused on your goals to forget about the journey itself. In other words, those small and big experiences, the people that you'll meet along the way, as well as the family and friends that will help you get to your destination. And also, along the way, if you encounter these forks in the road, please take advantage of those opportunities as well. Good luck.
My advice to you today is 12 seconds, 120 feet. 12 seconds is how long it took Orville Wright on his first manned air flight, which only went for 120 feet. This seems important to remember today because air flight is such a common metaphor for graduating from college. We imagine you graduates getting into your plane and taking off for the future. But here's the thing, you're not getting into a Boeing Dreamliner today to fly to Tahiti. The plane you're getting into is one you'll build yourself. You'll build it with the help of your family, your friends, your coworkers, and it's not going to fly very well at first. So remember, 12 seconds, 120 feet. That's enough. That's a great foundation to build on. And we think you're going to go really, really far after that.
Congratulations, graduates. Today, I encourage you to honor both your hard work and all of your feelings. Practice being fully awake to this moment and practice gratitude. You might know that the word commencement in French means beginning, only pronounced differently. I hope you agree that Augustana has prepared you well for what comes next. Going forward, please use your voice and your skills whenever you can for kindness and for justice. And also, recognize that you are precious. So be gentle with yourself as you move through life, while also remembering that other beings and the world need you.
Well, thank you, faculty and staff, for all who prepared that wonderful video. Once again, welcome to Augustana's 159th Commencement Convocation. Friends, you are part of history. Do the math. The first commencement at Augustana College was held 159 years ago, at the time Abraham Lincoln was president, the Pony Express was founded, and South Carolina withdrew from the Union, setting the stage for the Civil War. Members of the class of 2019, it is my honor to congratulate you on behalf of faculty, staff, and administration. We are so very proud of the accomplishments of this tremendous class, and we thank you for the opportunity to serve you. It has been a privilege to share this piece of your lives. You are now ready for the world and to make your mark on the world. Though most of my comments today are for those who are graduating, I'd like to speak a moment to the parents who are here today. Parents, my greatest privilege over the last 4 years has been to watch your students grow in mind, body, and spirit. My wife Jane and I are also the parents of Augustana College graduates. Thank you, parents, for being involved in providing your students with high-quality, life-changing experiences that enable them to enroll at a college like Augustana. Now, parents, I've been reading the national press, and I've seen on the East Coast and the West Coast that for many colleges, there is a back door to admissions, there is a side door to admissions. At Augustana, there is only one door to admissions, that is a front door. Students, let's congratulate your parents for getting you through the front door. As for the class of 2019, much has happened while you've been at Augustana. Many of you have joined performances in the new Kim and Donna Bruner Theater Center. You've watched the modernization of Westerland, our largest residence hall. You've witnessed the slough being suddenly drained, refilled, drained again, refilled again. You've seen the groundbreaking of Hansen Hall of Science, which we will dedicate soon. You've seen the groundbreaking of our Betsy Brodall building for our first master's program in speech-language pathology. And during your time here, Augustana was named as one of the top 25 most beautiful campuses in America and the top 5% of colleges considered best value for the money colleges as ranked by College Confidential. And thanks to your achievements, students, we have reaffirmed our place in the top 10 of all colleges and universities, big and small, for the number of our academic All-Americans. And that's while maintaining our place as a top-tier liberal arts college as ranked by U.S. News and World Report. Class of 2019, you are an impressive class. As high a percentage of you studied abroad as in any class in the history of the college. You are also near the top of Augustana classes with respect to the number of students who have achieved double and triple majors. And your class has set a new record for the percentage of those going to graduate school who were accepted at one of your first two choices, 93% of you. You are a class of achievers. This is one of our most global classes in history, with 13 nations represented in addition to 22 states. Several members of the families of our international students are in the United States for the first time. About a dozen parents of international students made it here for the first time. Let us greet the Augustana parents who made it here for the first time. Augustana welcomes and treasures people from all over the world and is grateful to the world for accepting our students as they travel the world. Students, at the opening convocation, I asked you, your faculty, and your family members to write down your aspirations on a paper plane for the 4 years ahead of you. I asked you to dream big so that you might have the wings to soar. In case you've forgotten, here's what it looks like. Like these airplanes, may you have the wings to soar. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, launch! Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Students, how you have soared since then. You may not have realized it, but on that hot, sticky day in Carver, when you folded and launched your airplanes, I did the same thing. I wrote down and launched my hopes for you. Permit me to reveal today what I wrote down on my paper airplane almost 4 years ago. I borrowed from Micah 6:8 in writing, "May the class of 2019 do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly with God." Students, you have demonstrated your commitment to doing justice and loving kindness through your senior inquiry projects and other projects. You've helped us lift each other up, lift up those who are marginalized, and provide opportunities not only for yourselves, but for others. You've demonstrated your commitment to justice and kindness by engagement in so many student organizations, helping Augustana become better and your surrounding community become better. And I'm impressed with the humility of this class. You recognize that justice and kindness is not about you. It is about quietly making our communities better. On behalf of Augustana and the Quad Cities, thank you for making this a better community. And students, consider being boomerangers. Most of you will be leaving the Quad Cities, but as the opportunity arises, come back. We need you for a stronger Quad Cities. The Quad Cities is beginning to earn a national reputation as a cool, creative, connected, and prosperous community, and we'd love for you to be part of it. Remember that as Augustana College graduates, you share a distinction with a few other college graduates. Did you know that only 3% of Americans who have a college degree graduated from a liberal arts college? Yet those graduates are nearly 3 times as likely to be CEOs of America's largest corporations, and they are 3 times as likely to be Peace Corps volunteers. Further, the graduates of colleges like ours are nearly 7 times as likely to be inducted in the prestigious National Academy of Sciences. And finally, although you only count for 3% of America's college graduates, liberal arts college graduates make up 1/5 of the United States presidents. Why is that? Because you've mastered critical thinking and because you will go out and get it to make your community better. There is one more thing about a degree from a liberal arts college. It has staying power. Most of you will have more than one career. Some experts predict that more than 1/3 of the jobs that exist today will be gone in 5 to 10 years. They will be supplanted by artificial intelligence and automation. Well, many of those jobs that are going away will be jobs not requiring a college degree. Advances in technology and artificial intelligence will impact all of us. But students, you have an advantage. You have a liberal arts degree. You are critical and creative thinkers. You cannot be replaced by artificial intelligence or robots. The late Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, said, "Technology alone is not enough. It's technology married with the liberal arts that yields the results that makes our hearts sing." Jobs went on to say the reason that Apple was able to create products like the iPad is because we always try to be at the intersection of technology and the liberal arts, trying to get the best of both. May we remember the skills of the liberal arts are as relevant today as any point in history and will continue to be relevant. So students, I am honored to have been your president during your journey at Augustana College, and I am proud of you and the ways in which I predict you will represent Augustana in the future. So for that reason, we will be presenting each of you with an Augustana A. Angie will hand out that Augustana A, Angie Sharp, from the class of 2008, after you walk across the stage. May you carry the Augustana A proudly. Put it on your desk, put it on a place at home to remind you not only of the challenges that you conquered at Augustana, but your readiness to use critical and creative thinking to meet tomorrow's challenges and to make this a better world. Carry this Augustana A proudly. Throughout your years, students, you have put your mark on Augustana, but Augustana, through your professors, coaches, and other mentors, has put its mark on you. Carry that mark proudly and know that you will always be part of Augustana. May the Augustana A be a reminder of your years at Augustana, but it may also be a reminder to be wise, resilient, continue to grow in mind, body, and spirit, and always look for that changing vocational calling. Students, it has been our honor to be a part of your lives. We are very, very proud of you. May God bless and keep the Augustana class of 2019. The introduction of our commencement speaker today will be by Dr. Jason Mon, Associate Professor of Religion and Director of the Presidential Center for Faith and Learning.
President Bowles, members of the faculty, candidates for graduation, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce our 2019 commencement speaker. For the better part of the last decade, Dr. Eboo Patel has been part of the life of Augustana College. As our community was beginning to deepen its appreciation for interfaith dialogue and fruitful engagement across and among religious understandings, we knew we needed context and counsel. Eboo Patel gave us both, and much more. As an advisor to President Barack Obama in shaping government policies, he facilitated the participation of an Augustana student in the 2011 President's Interfaith and Community Service Campus Challenge convened at the White House. That same year, Patel helped to give shape to Augustana's new Interfaith Understanding Group with a visit to our campus and consultations with our students, faculty, chaplains, and administrators. A few years later, Eboo's impact on this college broadened to encompass the wider network of ELCA colleges and universities. He provided the keynote address at the first ever ELCA Higher Education Summit on Interfaith Understanding, which was co-convened at Augustana with ELCA presiding Bishop Elizabeth Eaton. He has been a faithful ally, an inspiring mentor, and a gracious colleague to our students, to me personally, and to the rest of our faculty. Today, through the Interfaith Youth Corps in Chicago, Eboo continues his work to join voices, connect campuses, nurture leaders, and build an ecosystem in higher education that makes interfaith cooperation the norm. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I introduce to this 159th commencement convocation of Augustana College, Dr. Eboo Patel.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. College is a little bit like Elvis. That's not a Zen koan, that's the title of my commencement address. Bruce Springsteen held his first concert when he was 7 years old. The whole neighborhood came. His rented guitar shone in the sun. He whooped and he hollered, he danced and he shimmied. He pointed at the sky and he implored the audience to scream. Up until that point, Springsteen's life had, by his own account, been an endless loop of school, homework, church, green beans. School, homework, church, green beans. But then, as he tells it in his one-man show on Broadway, in a blinding flash of sanctified light, a new kind of man, just a kid from the southern sticks, split the world in two. The revolution had been televised right under the noses of the powers that be, and remarkably, they had not shut it down. The fateful event took place on a Sunday night in 1956, and young Bruce, living somewhere in nowhere, New Jersey, suddenly knew that there was more life, more love, more hope, more truth, more power, more soul. It was Springsteen's Elvis moment, and he didn't waste it. He says of it, I listened, I believed, I heard a mighty call to action. College, you see, is a little bit like Elvis. James Carville, the political commentator, once said that America never tasted the same after Elvis. The same is true for college. If you did it right, your life should never taste the same. You will have had a set of experiences, collected a group of friends, read a stack of books, had a million arguments, failed a zillion times, written a paper or two, succeeded often enough that you made it to this day. Congratulations. Listen, I hope your time in college here was full of Elvis moments, moments when the world feels new and full of possibility, moments when you listened, believed, felt a mighty call to action. It's been a quarter century since I was an undergraduate, and yet my own such moments feel fresh as if they were yesterday. The first time that I read the poetry of William Carlos Williams, the first time I heard the name Dorothy Day, the week I made my first gay friend, the moment I heard the story of Ruby Bridges, the class where my professor posed the question, is Christopher Columbus really a hero? I'm in the full swing of middle age now, but those moments from my undergraduate years are the deep waters in my spiritual well. I find myself returning to them over and over for guidance, for nourishment, for a reminder of what it felt like when a poem, a story, a question, an insight could be like seeing Elvis on a Sunday night in 1956 and feeling like the world had just split in two. How do you keep that feeling after you cross this stage and gather your degree? What lessons and themes will you carry with you from your years at Augustana? Here's my list. First, I hope you learned the electric combination of imagined possibility and disciplined work ethic. Iris Murdoch writes, "Man is a creature who makes pictures of himself and then comes to resemble those pictures." I hope that all of you got a glimpse of a future you here that could never have crossed your mind in high school. You as someone who starts a global company or a protest against one. You as someone who writes novels or an essay that states the novel is dead. And then comes the discipline, the work required to become the picture you just imagined of yourself. Remember the 7-year-old Springsteen headlining that first concert in his backyard? All the whooping and dancing and shimmying. Note, he never actually plays the guitar. Elvis had made it look so easy. When Springsteen held his first guitar in his hand, he kind of thought it might play itself. The job of the musician was to work on looking cool. But once he realized that he wasn't satisfied with the picture of being a musician, he actually wanted to be one, he started to put in the work. He spent Friday nights watching local bands play gigs at YMCAs and high school dances. He would elbow his way up to the front of the stage and stand in front of the lead guitar player, just watching what he did, and then would go home and spend the rest of his Friday night trying that out. The secret to being Bruce Springsteen has two parts. You imagine a character for yourself, and then you work like hell to become that. I hope somebody shared that secret with you while you were here in college, and that you bring both parts with you into the great beyond. Second, I hope that you remember that nothing you either love or hate just drops from the sky or rises from the ground. Everything comes from somewhere. Everything has a history. Think about Elvis. Here's a guy who grew up in the poor neighborhoods of Tupelo, Mississippi. His daddy went to Parchman Prison for writing bad checks. As a teenager, Elvis winds his way to Memphis, works as an electrician. He spends his nights and weekends listening to music in churches and nightclubs in the black part of town. When he finally gets his shot at Sun Studios, the owner, Sam Phillips, takes one look at him and thinks this is just one more pretty white kid who wants to be Frank Sinatra. As the engineers set up the recording equipment, Elvis tools around on his guitar, hits a blue note or two. Sam Phillips says, "What was that?" Elvis says, "Nothing, I'm just messing." Sam Phillips says, "No, tell me what you were playing." Elvis confesses, "Well, that's the music I really like." Sam Phillips says, "That's the music I really like." Black music is the Black response to being terrorized and traumatized. We will share and spread some soothing sweetness against the backdrop of a dark catastrophe. That's Cornel West on Black music. And that's what Elvis absorbs as a kid. A new chapter in American culture began in Sun Studios that day, but it was part of a much longer story. You see, those Delta bluesmen that Elvis loved and learned from, well, they got some of their inspiration from the field chants of slaves. Many of those slaves came from Muslim-majority nations where the sound of the Islamic call to prayer, the adhan, would have rung in their ears and settled their souls 5 times a day. Thich Nhat Hanh says, "The poet can see a cloud in this piece of paper." If you remember that everything comes from somewhere, you will hear the adhan when you listen to Springsteen's Born in the USA. Knowing that everything has a history means not just learning about that past, but reckoning with it and deciding what role you were going to play in the next chapter. It is never a straightforward narrative of American history. Springsteen says that all of us have to struggle with the blood and the confusion and the pride and the shame and the grace that comes with birthplace. The third thing that I hope stays with you from college is those intense moments of reflecting on identity and diversity as it relates to both you as an individual and to the various concentric circles of community to which you contribute and belong. Again, Springsteen. Listen to those early albums. Here you have a young Bruce Springsteen who will kill to break free. He is born to run, to race in the streets, to get out of this place, to exit St. Mary's Gate, declare his own personal Independence Day. How things change. Nowadays, Bruce Springsteen lives 10 miles from the house where he grew up. He says that the most meaningful part of his life is not being a rock star, but being a dad and a husband. He writes about the comfort he gets from church bells chiming, the same church bells that he dismissed as a kid. He calls his musical career a long and noisy prayer, not ultimately about himself, but about understanding the people around him. He leads the audience in the Our Father. Think about the various characters Springsteen conjures in his songs. He sees the decent cop who lets his criminal brother escape, the ex-con doing his best to walk the straight line, the returned Vietnam vet seething in the darkness on the edge of town. Tom Joad is a Mexican migrant worker. The high school hero is now in late middle age. The innocent West African immigrant is shot 41 times because of the color of his American skin. He sings these songs in such a way that we not only identify with the characters we like and resemble, we learn something about the ones we dislike and consider alien. If Bruce Springsteen didn't exist, America would have to create him because he is so essential to our national identity. And you know what story Springsteen chooses to tell? The song that he sings? That if you didn't exist, America would have to create you. Because what's distinct about American identity is that it regards each person on this sacred ground as necessary. The magic trick that Bruce Springsteen performs is to make a random assortment of individuals feel like a community, a nation. That's why America is a potluck, not a melting pot, a sing-along, not a solo, an improvisational jazz show, not a strictly ordered symphony. If our people, in all their motley variety, don't contribute, well, then the nation doesn't feast. It is only in understanding our collective story that the ultimate meaning of our individual stories are revealed. And it is only in the gathering of our individual stories that we have a collective story at all. South Africans call this Ubuntu. We become people through other people. And this, in the final analysis, is why college matters so much to the student, to the nation, to the world. Because every Elvis moment that happened here slips into your back pocket when you leave, and you pull them out not just when you need a reminder, but when the world needs you to perform that magic trick to make it feel like a community. So when you are out there healing, teaching, building, helping, and you find yourself quoting something you read here at Augustana, or recalling an insight of a classmate or a professor, or revisiting a realization that you had during a service learning project, remember this place and these years. Be grateful for your time in Graceland. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Patel. Students, may you have Elvis moments, and like Bruce Springsteen, may you be born to run. And now, representing the class of 2019, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Emma Marie Samantas.
Thank you, President Balls, and welcome everyone again to this commencement ceremony. It is an honor to stand here on behalf of the class of 2019 to celebrate this special day. For some people today, they are going to be the first in their family to graduate from college, which is an incredible accomplishment. For others, this is certainly not the last time that they will walk across a stage and receive a diploma, as many will continue their education, whether it be in law school, medical school, or in a master's or doctoral program. For some graduates, it may have seemed that this day would never come, but it did. We are all here today despite the hardships or challenges we may have faced these last 4 years. And for some people, myself included, we have been anticipating this day because graduation marks the beginning of a new and exciting chapter in our lives. Regardless of what your journey across this stage may be, or what this day means to you personally, we are all here today to celebrate this momentous occasion, successfully completing our undergraduate degree and at such a fine institution as Augustana College. I imagine that all of us graduates are here because of the impactful people who helped us along the way. Personally, it was my parents' hard work and dedication that allowed me to receive this education, one that I'll be forever grateful for. It was also the support from friends and loved ones, both here at Augie and from back at home, who encouraged me to become the best version of myself and to pursue my dreams. Each of our unique Augustana experiences were shaped by those around us. Our family, friends, teammates, roommates, directors, advisors, mentors, whoever those people were for you, I encourage all of you to take the time today, if you haven't done so 1,000 times already, to thank them and let them know how much they have meant to you. On behalf of the class of 2019, I want to extend my sincere gratitude to the faculty, staff, and administrators at Augie who welcomed us into this community and helped make this place a second home. Through your tireless efforts and dedication, you encouraged, challenged, and inspired us to succeed in both our personal and academic lives. For that, we are grateful. So I'm glad that President Balls reminded us of that time when we threw our goals and aspirations with on-paper airplanes. It was an exciting day for us, one that I think about often. It was the first time we were together as a class, and much like today, in that moment, many of us were excited for a new beginning in our lives, but nervous about what might lie ahead. When it came time to thinking what I wanted to write on my plane, I wasn't sure. I didn't know what to expect out of my college experience. So I simply put, to find my wings and soar. And while that was not a SMART goal by any means, for it was neither specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, or timely, I soon realized that it was the best thing I ever could have written. You see, it's fitting that Augie has a campaign for seniors called More Than I Imagined. After reading through many of my classmates' profiles this year, I realized that Augustana, for all of us, was more than anyone could have imagined or planned for that day in Carver. Augustana helped us find our wings, and we are now all able to soar because of it. During my time at Augustana, however, I realized that it takes courage to soar. It requires pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone and embracing new or challenging experiences. For some, it was that courage that allowed you to audition for a play, to rush a Greek group, or to change your major. For others, you showed courage by studying abroad, taking on leadership positions, or going after a dream job or a dream school. You see, courage looks a little different to each and every one of us. Personally, I believe that one of the most courageous things that we can do is be authentic. It means standing up for what you believe in, as well as knowing your self-worth and deciding to never settle in life. It means doing what is right rather than what seems easy, which often requires us to make difficult decisions. And sometimes it means knowing when to walk away from a situation and reevaluate your goals in life. Being courageously authentic also means standing up for others and speaking out against the injustices that we see in our community. It is extremely easy to become passive and forget about the positive impact that we all can make. There are going to be many times in our lives where we will be challenged, whether it's in our careers, our relationships, our friendships, and it is important to remain courageous and authentic. Inclusion is the theme for this commencement ceremony, and it is one of the most important values to think about as we enter the real world. We are going to work with and interact with people who have different backgrounds or beliefs than us, and we must always remember the importance of inclusion. During my time in Sustained Dialogue, which is a group on campus that fosters rich dialogue amongst different people for an entire trimester, I realized just how powerful and impactful that these interactions can be. It is a beautiful, yet sometimes challenging thing to come together, speak from experiences, and listen to others, and not just to respond, but to attempt to understand. It is through these conversations that we can realize that we can work together to accomplish a common goal, that we can recognize the similarities that we share, as well as celebrate the differences amongst us. This, too, takes courage to push ourselves out of our own little bubble and to seek out conversations like these. I hope that as we all leave Augustana, we continue to value inclusion and that we treat those different than us with kindness and empathy. Now, this diploma that we are about to receive today is a true privilege, one that does, however, come with a great deal of responsibility. We all are able to use our Augustana education to make the world around us a better place. Augustana College helped us find our wings, and it is now up to all of us to decide what to do with them. My wish for the class of 2019 is that each and every one of you pursue your dreams, whatever they may be, that you remain courageous and authentic, and most importantly, that you continue to soar farther than you ever could have imagined with kindness, empathy, and an open heart. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2019.
Well, thank you, Emma, for those outstanding comments. Now, Emma, we both made references to the paper airplanes. Shall we launch them one more time? May the class of 2019 find their wings and soar. Thank you. One of the best things about Augustana is its music. Thank you again to the Augustana Symphonic Band, and particularly to those seniors today. It is the custom of Augustana College to recognize leaders who exemplify the characteristics that we hope our students will emulate in their professional lives. This year, we honor a leader who has certainly made his mark on higher education. Dr. Jason Mon will read the citation for our honorary degree recipient, Dr. Abu Patel. I invite the candidate to stand to come forward for the conferring of the honorary degree.
President Bowles, on behalf of the faculty of Augustana College, it is my pleasure to present Ibu Patel to you as a candidate for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. For more than 15 years, Patel has worked with colleges and universities, NGOs, and governments to promote meaningful interfaith engagement as a means of advancing democracy and helping diverse communities build a shared life together. This work grew from an epiphany that joining together in service work can help us build bridges between differences, even and especially religious differences. Patel grew up in Glen Ellen, Illinois, after completing undergraduate studies at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. Patel earned a doctorate in the sociology of religion from Oxford University, where he studied as a Rhodes Scholar. He is the author of several books, the most recent of which, Out of Many Faiths, Religious Diversity and the American Promise, was released last year by Princeton University Press. For his distinguished career, for a professional life devoted to building understanding through service, for a dedication to making the democracy on which this nation was premised stronger and more resilient. For all these reasons, and upon the recommendation of the Faculty Senate, I have the pleasure of presenting Ibu Patel for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Augustana College Board of Trustees, I confer upon you, Ibu Patel, the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Patel. Several of our faculty members are retiring, and Dr. Wendy Hilton Morrow, Provost and Dean of the College, will recognize these valued members of the community as we confer upon them the rank of Professor Emeritus.
Thank you, President Balls. As I call each name, please stand and remain standing as we recognize you for your commitment to Augustana College. Connie Ganazi, Assistant Professor in Research and Instruction Librarian in the Thomas Treadway Library. Dr. Ruth Ann Johnson, Professor in the Department of Psychology. Dr. Marcia Smith, Professor in the Department of Sociology, Anthropology, and Social Welfare. We thank you for your years of dedicated teaching, research, and service to Augustana College.
Congratulations to our faculty members emeritus. Thank you for your lifetime of service to Augustana College. Now, as is the custom at Augustana, this is the seventh inning stretch. We are going to pause and let you stand and stretch for a moment before the awarding of the degrees. If you're snapping pictures, we hope you'll consider using hashtag Augie2019 when you upload them. Ladies and gentlemen, we will reconvene in 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event. Provost Wendy Hilton Morrow will now present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts please rise? Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty, I wish to recommend the conferring of the degree of Bachelor of Arts on these candidates upon completion of the requirements.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Illinois and the Augustana College Board of Trustees, and subject to the completion of the requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all the privileges, rights, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Welcome to the company of educated global citizens.
We know that there are a lot of friends and family members of our graduates here today who have been looking forward to this moment for a long time. Perhaps since before these students were even born, as you were reading Mr. Brown Can Moo Can You to them in the womb, or when they wowed you with their beginning vocabularies of dada, mama, moon, or even ball. Perhaps you knew they would be on this stage the day they realized that elemental P actually is not a single letter in the alphabet. Or when you snapped pictures of them in their preschool caps and gowns. And later, when you pulled near all-nighters with your middle schooler to build the diorama depicting the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Or those times in high school when you waited up late to explain that a curfew is not just a suggestion. And that is why we want each and every one of you to have the opportunity to hear your student's name called as they walk across this stage today. So we ask you to kindly hold your applause, your air horns, your tambourines, your gongs, and perhaps even the didgeridoo you may have snuck in here today until the last graduate's name is called. In the lyrics of Jerry Reed, we have a long way to go. And with any luck, we will be out of here before Whitey's closes tonight. With that, will all candidates please present themselves as their names are called? Bailey Cambray Asen, cum laude. Samir Abdul Kareem, cum laude. Anthony Charles Asatelli. Michael Adams. Alexis K. Aguilar, cum laude. Kaylee Janae Ahuja, magna cum laude. Danielle Christine Alfrey, cum laude. Austin Montgomery Albert. Daniel William Allegretti. Nathan M. Ambrose. Emily Marie Anderson, cum laude. Isabel Rose Anderson, magna cum laude. Josephine Elizabeth Anderson, cum laude. Rachel Lynn Anderson, magna cum laude. Tyler Clay Andrews. Jarek David Andreski. Julissa Erse. John David Asquiquini. Michael Anthony Avella. Dana Lynn Bailey, cum laude. Christopher Jordan Baker. Matthew Joseph Valera. Colleen Grace Barberary, cum laude. Troy Eric Barger. Alyssa Lynn Barrentus Leonard. Marlisa Ann Barrett. Christine Michelle Beach, cum laude. Eddie Beckham. Jeffrey Carl Bell. Taylor Nicole Bello. Claire Elise Benish, cum laude. Carla Marie Bennett. Abby Faith Benson. Cordell A. Benson. Charlotte Rose Benstein, cum laude. Connor Doyle Barrick. Rachel Grace Bernicki. Laura K. Busling, magna cum laude. Victoria Lynn Biggerstaff. Derek Anthony Beliskov, cum laude. Ryan Black. Luke William Blyer. Melanie Amber Blujas, cum laude. Sarah Ann Blunt, summa cum laude. Zachary Thomas Bozen. Sophia Nicole Bolaños, magna cum laude. Grant Boley, summa cum laude. Adam Joseph Borghetti. Fiona Keelan Bowers. Colin Thomas Bracey. William Dakota Brackett. Alyssa Brianne Brantley. Rachel Nicole Bronze. Bailey Anna Brooks. Natalie Marie Brown. Hannah Brooks Buchanan. Kaylin Reese Burke. Eleanor J. Burnett. Tyler M. Burns, cum laude. Shelby Marie Burrows, cum laude. Laura Mackenzie Butcher, magna cum laude. Samantha Sue Butcher, cum laude. Molly E. Boot. Richard J. Butera. Taylor R. Campbell, magna cum laude. Jack V. Canal, summa cum laude. Gabrielle Nicole Card. Rebecca Diane Carl, summa cum laude. Casey J. Carpenter, magna cum laude. Christian James Carroll. Giselle Desiree Kim Carter, magna cum laude. Christopher Blake Castle Urquiaga. Marissa Joanne Catalano. Dale Leo Charlier. Liliana I. Chavez. Rachel Ann Cheval, cum laude. Ashley Lauren Chex, magna cum laude. To Chu, summa cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Clapp, cum laude. Morgan McKenna Clark. Caitlin Christine Klein. Kylie Deanne Klein, magna cum laude. Alexandra Paige Marie Cole. Ramona A. Collins. Ashley Ann Como, cum laude. Ethan J. Conley Keck, magna cum laude. Elena M. Connolly, magna cum laude. Shayla Z. Conrad, cum laude. Melissa E. Conway. Mallory Lauren Cook. Amanda Erica Corona. Grace Elizabeth Cowan. Amy Kathleen Croft, cum laude. Patrick James Crompton, magna cum laude. Irene Cameron Crown. Madeline Rose Quasi. Ryan Matthew Curtis. Parl Dodwall. Samuel T. Daly. Michelle Catherine DiArmond. Natalie Ann DeBartlemes. Alfred Quabina Deyumpe, summa cum laude. Alexander Demers, cum laude. Matthew G. Debian. Rebecca Dieters. Melette R. DeVore. Marley V. DeVos, magna cum laude. Jennifer Rose DiBueno, magna cum laude. Kiwan Delphon Dixon Jr. Cassandra Marie Dorman, cum laude. Vanessa Lisette Estrada Dominguez. Alexis Ryan Downey. Marie Teresa Duffin. Maura Rose Dunn, cum laude. Hannah Agnes Durbin. Grace E. Dwyer, cum laude. Anthony Austin Zick, magna cum laude. Nolan B. Ebel. Elaine Ann Edwards, magna cum laude. Sydney Earsam. Matthew Landis Ike. Jared Charles Eckberg. Elizabeth Catherine Alberts. Logan Jerome Enstrom, magna cum laude. Autumn Elizabeth Erickson. Michael Evans. Emily Denal Foz. Caitlin C. Farrell, cum laude. Rebecca Nicole Fernandez. Adam Joshua Farrell. Stacy Lynn Ficht, cum laude. Thomas Joseph Fink. Kimberly A. Ferganic. Amanda Marie Fisher. Samantha Fisher. Emily Kate Flippo. Joseph W. Flynn. Daniel William Foley. Kelly Lynn Freyer. Victoria Chase Frank, cum laude. Julia Marie Frederigo. Kelsey Brene Fredrickson. Madeline Brooke Freimiller. Luke Edward Frieden. Zachary Thomas Fuller. Juliana Maria Furlano. Chantrice Monique Gamble. Ryan Theodore Ganson. Douglas Ganster, cum laude. Carol Garcia, summa cum laude. Ricardo G. Garcia. Nicholas Garling. Liam Jason Guerin, cum laude. Michaela Jean Gehrig. Andrew Paul Garish. Paige Karen Gerhart, cum laude. Sydney Jane Gilbert. Andrew R. Gilson, cum laude. Cody Michael Goforth. Carlene Annette Gomez. Megan Hadley Graham. Jessica Kelly Graminsky, cum laude. Ryan Cole Granman, cum laude. Emily Ann Graziano, summa cum laude. Brandon Jeremiah Greek. Adam Robert Green. Michelle Marie Gravengood, cum laude. Ashley Lynn Grimm. Adam Michael Kern Gronwald, summa cum laude. Logan M. Grossen. Haley Louise Grunwald. Ashley Gunther, cum laude. Brian Guerrero. Brian C. Hagee. Jeffrey Ryan Hefner. Jared Edwin Hamey, magna cum laude. Teague R. Hagan, cum laude. Taylor C. Hager. Rami N. Halaby, magna cum laude. Rachel Hall, magna cum laude. Alexander Michael Halderman. Sang R. Han, magna cum laude. Thomas A. Hand. Brianna Lee Haynes, cum laude. Brianna P. Haney, summa cum laude. Colton Hankey. Jacob Robert Hanlon. Sarah Elizabeth Hansen. Anthony Nicholas Hanty, cum laude. Brady Scott Hardesty. Matthew David Harrington, cum laude. Camille Simone Harris. Rachel Megan Hart, cum laude. Belle Hartman. Hillary Hannah Hartwig. Catherine Marie Hayes, magna cum laude. Taylor B. Hayes, cum laude. Tisin Hia. Kayla Maria Heflin, summa cum laude. Kelsey Lind Highland. Ryan J. Hennessy. Michelle Henry, cum laude. Chelsea Desiree Hernandez. Luke Norman Heron. Matthew D. Hesh. Thorin J. Hicks. Lewis Hill, magna cum laude. Alex William Hilligans. Brianna Nicole Hillier, summa cum laude. Brian George Hinsberger. Forrest Barnett Heisey, cum laude. Bethany Michelle Hobart, magna cum laude. Rebecca Elizabeth Hobson, cum laude. Abby Marie Hoig. Lauren Catherine Hogan, cum laude. Audrey Jocelyn Hogenkamp, cum laude. Aaron Hollitz, cum laude. James Branchfield Hoping III. Ashley Melvina Howard. Dalton B. Howard. Janae Nicole Huggins. Abby Lucille Huffman, summa cum laude. Adam Patrick Huffstetler. Eric David Heisinger, summa cum laude. David James Hundreiser, cum laude. Lauren T. Imhoff. William E. Ingalls, cum laude. Dario Joseph Ingardana. Nina Arachi, magna cum laude. Joshua Sanjay Iyer, magna cum laude. Zachary Wayne Giaconetti. Devin Jonathan James. Danielle M. Janisek. Luis Arturo Haragi. Shelby Lynn Jensen, cum laude. Zhu Jen Jia. Cynthia Francis Johnson, magna cum laude. Emily Claire Johnson. Juwan John Johnson. David Marion Jones III, cum laude. Michael Lawrence Jones, Jr. Anna Elizabeth Johns. Emily Louisa Jorgensen, magna cum laude. Lauren Elena Judge, cum laude. Jason Kai Moon Jung. Ivana Jaretta. Ryan M. Kyrus. Madeline Casey Campworth. Benjamin Norman Carger. Maura Helen Carr. Hayden Wynn Frederick Carrick, cum laude. Karthik Kumar Reddy Casareddy, cum laude. Samantha Katz, cum laude. Joseph Kellen, summa cum laude. Natalie Marie Kilpatrick. Sierra Noel Kindly, magna cum laude. Elissa Sandra Klewinski. Jacob Andrew Knox, cum laude. Bethany Ray Cook, summa cum laude. Haley Rose Kornfind. Calvin Kozar. Eric E. Kroll. Claire Michelle Kramer. Kirk Ronald Kreider. Lauren Ashley Kruger, magna cum laude. Shelby Taylor Kepker, cum laude. Paulina Amy Kuzak. Jacqueline Victoria Quazigro, magna cum laude. Dania LaShawn LaRaude. Erin Margaret LaRusso, cum laude. Gabrielle Lance, cum laude. Madison Emily Lape, cum laude. Lydia Marie Lara. Aaron Arjun Lawrence. Thi Trang Tae Lee, magna cum laude. Anthony Charles Learman. Jessica J. Lechtenberg, summa cum laude. Brianna Emma Lee. Latesha Lillian Lee. Rachel Julia Lee. Cheyenne Nicole Lencioni. Jehu Theo Lee. Mark Robert Ladinsky. Henry Dexter Lips. Madeline Grace Locicero. Grace Catherine Logan, summa cum laude. Madeline Elaine Lombardi. Derek Marco Lopez. Michaela Renee Lopez, cum laude. Autumn Blythe Laux, cum laude. Giselle Adria Laux, cum laude. Dalton James Love. Emily Therese Luchnik, cum laude. Catherine Genevieve Ludwig, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Ludwig. Olivia Rose Lutz. Sophia Patricia Lynch. Connor David Maccabee. Caitlin Irene McDonald, cum laude. Juliana Teresa Magalhães, summa cum laude. Maxwell Frank Mahari, summa cum laude. Brandon Cole Mays. James Lorenz Manuel. Yamorai Gamusai Maparisha, cum laude. Mary I. Murray, cum laude. Edison Kirkland Marsky. Elizabeth Teresa Martinez. Guadalupe Martinez. Nicholas Martinez, Jr. Emily J. Mason. Audrey Jeanette Mast, summa cum laude. Christina Joy McCabe. Carly Ann McCameron, cum laude. Alyssa Ann McCannon, cum laude. John Patrick McCarthy, cum laude. Kyle W. McCaw. Ella K. McCorkle. Hadley Joanna McCormick. Caradwen Grace McDaniel. Morgan Elizabeth McEnroe, cum laude. Emily Jane McHugh, cum laude. Jackson Robert McKiernan. Laura Barbara McNair, cum laude. Thomas Quinn McSorley. Uriel Alexandra Melgaza, cum laude. Courtney Lee Merkel, cum laude. Alina Nikki Metru. Allison Elizabeth McKiska. Allison Marie Miller, magna cum laude. Hannah Miller. Caitlin Michelle Miller, magna cum laude. Rachel Eleanor Minter, magna cum laude. Alyssa Nicole Mish, cum laude. Erin Miskell. Elizabeth Ann Mitten. Dylan Robert Mizauer, magna cum laude. Alyssa Hope Molina, summa cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Moore. Yasmin Morales. Meredith Ashley Irene Morgan. Jack Charles Morgan, magna cum laude. Grace Ann Morris. Cheyenne Rose Morton, cum laude. Nicholas Andrew Moselle, magna cum laude. Dana Moss, cum laude. Katazina Muha. Emily Mueller, cum laude. Mitchell James Mulcahy, summa cum laude. Samuel Austin Murphy. Joshua Brian Murray. Kellen Christopher Myers, cum laude. Cole Nieder. Laura Elizabeth Neswald, magna cum laude. Ashley Nicole Newman. Trang Min Lin No, summa cum laude. Mai T. Nguyen, magna cum laude. Maya Wynn, summa cum laude. Austin David Nice. Megan Kathleen Noonan, magna cum laude. Emma Rose Nordmeyer, summa cum laude. Jacob Robert Nowak. Tyler James Nunez. Wyatt M. Nusser, cum laude. Caitlin Aaron O'Brien, summa cum laude. Vincent Vern O'Mara, magna cum laude. Haley Kendra Oakes. Caitlin Nicole Oliger, cum laude. Amanda Marie Olson. Krishan Brandon Orange. Bianca Rosemarie Ori. Olivia Ortiz, cum laude. Paige Brittany Osharia. Jason Arthur Pakanowski, cum laude. Kyler Matthew Parker. Joshua Pearson. Carter Allen Peace. Jacob C. Pico. Jared Scott Pector, cum laude. Hannah R. Pegarsh. Joseph Jeremiah Piment, cum laude. Hannah Grace Penn, cum laude. Eve Marie Perdicaris, magna cum laude. Abigail Corrine Perkowitz. Madeline A. Perry, cum laude. Tyler M. Peterson, cum laude. Anna Marie Falsgraf, cum laude. Zooey Tyler Pham, cum laude. Tom Pham. Thao Pham, summa cum laude. Kim L. Fawn, magna cum laude. Harrison T. Phyllis. Ryan Alexander Philp. Brent Edward Pierce, cum laude. Ryan C. Pitra. Mia Fitzgerald Polinsky, cum laude. Eric Fox Poltersdorf. Jacob Anthony Poole. Justin Christopher Pope. Michael Charles Powers, summa cum laude. Alexa Lorene Prana, cum laude. Colleen Ann Prosick. Caroline Puchek, cum laude. Gina Lee Polia. Travis W. Pulse. Angie Cazada. Bridget E. Quinn, cum laude. Samira Teresa Radi Tarud. Ashley Ramirez. Barbara Ramont, cum laude. Angelica Ramos. Andrew Charles Ray, cum laude. Jill Renee Reilly. Noah Christina Reed, cum laude. Andrew Patrick Remaselnik. Mackenzie Renahan. Elizabeth Ann Reynolds. Jennifer Carolina Reyes, cum laude. Karen Melissa Reynosa. Sydney Catherine Richardson, magna cum laude. Montserrat Alina Ricosa, cum laude. Alex Edward Riddle. Grace Elizabeth Reins, magna cum laude. Melissa Ann Reese. Joseph F. Remack. Andre Alfonso Rivera, cum laude. Sadie Jessica Roberts. Ariel Robinson. Nicholas Wilson Romer. Alyssa Nicole Rogowski. Antonio James Rojas. Zachary David Rolling, Cassandra Romero Ramirez, Sierra Nicole Rude, Audrey Leela Rose, cum laude, Abigail Margaret Roselieb, cum laude, Brian Joseph Ross, cum laude, Haley I. Rush, cum laude, Greg Rusk, Crystal G. Salazar, Emma Marie Samatis, summa cum laude, Daisy Sanchez, Emma Nicole Sandstrom, Anthony J. Santangelo, magna cum laude, Eric Sarpong, Caitlin Elise Schaefer, Amanda Evelyn Shar, summa cum laude, Coy M. Schneider, Jacob R. Scheck, summa cum laude, Lana Lee Scholl, Zachary Schrank, summa cum laude, Carly Marie Schwanenbeck, magna cum laude, Brittany Lorraine Scott, Francesca Scribano, magna cum laude, Gage Eric Sears, Rebecca Joan Seidelman, cum laude, Benjamin Sarah, cum laude, Anna Serafini, Alexandria Dominique Sarah, Michael Thomas Sheets, magna cum laude, Darielle Dominique Sherrod, Allison Rebecca Shire, cum laude, Raisha R. Shrestha, Eden Lily Shriver, Ashley B. Shropshire, magna cum laude, Carolyn Sika Awuku Siao, Riley Elizabeth Sipka, cum laude, Alex I. Sierra, Andrew Joseph Silverman, magna cum laude, Anna Helene Sizlove, magna cum laude, Emma Jeanette Slattery, Courtney Christine Smith, magna cum laude, Ryan T. Smith, Brianna Gabriela Sneed, Ariana Guadalupe Solis, magna cum laude, Clayton Carl Summers, Natalie Marie Spahn, cum laude, Austin Jordan Sperry, Valerie J. Spreeman, magna cum laude, Allison Elaine Sprengel, Caitlin Elizabeth Stanley, Natalie Nicole Staten, cum laude, Ian James Stigerwald, cum laude, Carolyn Bailey Steinke, Kaylee Stewart, Drake William Stern, Austin David Stoner, Megan Marie Stovall, Kate M. Sturdewagen, Chloe Yvonne Summer, Jordan Marie Sunberg, cum laude, Dolly Krishna Suresh, Haley Emerson Swagger, cum laude, Alexander G. Swadek, magna cum laude, Connor Alexander Swyatt, Kaylee M. Sy, Ashley Catherine Talkin, cum laude, Sarah Morgan Tam, Natalie M. Tenura, Jordan Ashley Thill, summa cum laude, Brandon M. Thompson, Madison K. Thompson, Preston Earl Thompson, Joshua Raiju Thorson, Jamie Lorraine Thulin, Andrew Gillen Thuman, Sabrina M. Tianco, Stephanie Justine Tillman, magna cum laude, Anthony Frederick Todd. Brittany Marie Tamila. Jennifer Aaron Townsend, magna cum laude. Michael Philip Turbovic. Lauren Marie Trapinski. Riley Monroe Turo, cum laude. Christina Laura Tusser, cum laude. Emily Doris Uglum. Clint Michael Ugolini. Nicholas Stephen Euler, cum laude. Bryce William Umsig. Margaret Earl Utgard. Sophia Mackenzie Vaca. Tyler Nickman Valentine, cum laude. Mark Noel David Vanderhayden. Jason Van Dyke. Taryn Lynn Van Eerwich. Mercedes L. Van Opdorp. Christine Elizabeth Vincent, magna cum laude. Andrew Dean Vogel. Trung Vu. Brendan James Walker. Shannon Kayla Walsh, cum laude. Kennedy Christine Ware. Daniel Thomas Warren. Isabel Faith Warren. Clayton J. Wasilak. Elizabeth Leanne Weinzerl. Gerald Michael Wellu, cum laude. Abby Kate Wendell, cum laude. Madison Elizabeth Wentz. Caleb J. Westerman. Madeline Grace Wyneth. Austin Gerald Wheeler. Cody Arthur Wheeler, cum laude. Jared J. Whitmore. Lee Anthony Warwell. Rebecca Elizabeth Wilkin. Brandon M. Wilkerson, magna cum laude. Daniel Matthias Williams, magna cum laude. Robert Jordan Williams, summa cum laude. Carly M. Wilson. Cassidy August Wingard, cum laude. Anna Jean Wise. Madeline Catherine Witt, cum laude. Taryn Alyssa Wool. Alyssa Jordan Wojcik. Casson C. Wolf. Kyle Austin Workman, magna cum laude. Maxwell Shu. Jungwei Shu, cum laude. Jillian Brianna Yan. Jingwen Yang. Mackenzie Marie Zambrano. Nicholas Anthony Zamudo, magna cum laude. Marie Zarati. Laura Elizabeth Zeno, cum laude. Joshua Alexander Zrelak. Peyton Zilke. Congratulations, Augustana class of 2019.
What a grand and wonderful commencement. Thanks again to the faculty, staff, and parents, and all of you who made this day possible. But a special thank you for a very special group of people. That is the Augustana College faculty. Would the Augustana College faculty please stand to be recognized? Thank you so much to this talented group of faculty. And before I close, one more time, let us recognize the class of 2019. Woo! You are the greatest and you will soar high. New this year, the Augustana Alumni Board of Directors wanted to provide a special gift to the Augustana class of 2019, the Augustana Gratitude Stole, which many of you are wearing. Alumni, staff, and friends of the college have come together to purchase these stoles for the class of 2019. The stoles you are wearing today show your appreciation for all of the individuals who supported you during your college years. Following commencement, graduates, you may either elect to keep these stoles as a reminder of this special day at Augustana, or present the stole to demonstrate your gratitude for a person who has made your life successful, such as a parent, grandparent, professor, or coach. May we all remember the roles of others in making us successful. As we come to the end, parents and friends are encouraged to meet students in the lobby and patio just outside the hall. Students, faculty, parents, relatives, and friends, following the benediction and recessional, I hereby call this 159th annual convocation of Augustana College to a close. Please stand for the benediction.
And now, dear friends, the class of 2019, go out into the world in peace to be peacemakers. Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for God goes with you wherever you go. Do not be overcome with evil, but overcome evil with good. Support the weak and help the suffering. Honor all people. Love and serve God, rejoicing in the power of the Spirit. Amen.